Steve Harvey claps back on divorce rumors. There've been so many blogs, so many posts, comments. Everyone on social media is talking about Steve Harvey and Marjorie's divorce. Why? People are talking about this because we hold Steve Harvey in so much high esteem. We've put him right up there when it comes to relationships, everything about life. We listen to Steve Harvey and we take his words for real. We take them to heart, his words. So you coming here to say, why are you talking about Steve Harvey? Why are you talking about this? You don't need to talk about that. You need to talk about this. Of course, no one wants to talk about people who are getting divorced. But unfortunately, most of the celebrities, most of the stars, they put their lives out there and people like us have to talk about it. We need to scrutinize them. That's part of the show. That's part of showbiz and celebrity, So without further ado, let's unpack Steve Harvey's clapback. We're going to be watching this video and I'll be pausing it and giving you all reasons why everything Steve Harvey is talking about on this video is almost 99% lies. So first, we're gonna watch this video and you're gonna see what I'm trying to say and I'm going to explain further. So relax, get a cup of tea, grab some popcorn, your blanket, relax, because we're gonna go in this smooth ride where I will unpack all the lies from Steve Harvey's clapback. So without further ado, let's go.
And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She did. She was nowhere around that.
Okay, this is a lie, Steve Harvey claims that Marjorie Harvey was nowhere near his other marriage. He divorced his wife before meeting Marjorie. Really? No, because the previous wife said Marjorie is part of the reason, or maybe the major reason why she divorced Steve Harvey, because Steve Harvey was cheating with Marjorie while he was married to Mary Lee Harvey. Let's continue.
My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when the Kings of Comedy was out. Y'all ain't know that though, did you? It was over then. It wasn't worth a quarter then. It took us this long to get to the divorce. That's when the official paperwork came out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on.
Steve Harvey claims that in 2005, that's when he met Marjorie, of course, right? And he claims that he had nothing. So Marjorie came to him when he had nothing. No, Steve Harvey, this is a huge lie, because you were Steve Harvey. You had the status. You were Steve Harvey. You were a big celebrity. You were an actor. You were on TV. You were on the radio shows. Even though you lost the radio shows, you lost all these things you're elaborating on. Marjorie Harvey saw that you were Steve Harvey and you had the status, and she saw that you got potentials. That's why she stuck around. Don't say that she came to you when you had nothing. No. Marjorie Harvey came to you because she saw that you got potentials. Let's continue.
LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 10th. May 23rd, I lost the radio show, and May 10th, I lost the TV show. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again, New Year's Eve, met her.
Oh, wait. Got with Marjorie again, and he claims that Marjorie wasn't in his marriage in 2005 when he filed for divorce. Marjorie wasn't the reason why he separated from his ex-wife, Mary Lee Harvey. Come on, Marjorie again. What does the again in this statement mean? What does it mean? What does this mean? Does it mean that he was dating Marjorie and then they broke up and then they came back together? At what time in his life were they dating before they had to get back together again? So you can all see the lie in all this. This is a lie. So maybe this is a clear lie to show you that Mary Lee Harvey is right for saying that Marjorie Harvey is the reason why she and Steve Harvey got divorced.
Talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said,
Of course, she said she was gonna be on his side so they could be together, right? That they were going to build together. Of course, she saw the potential. Steve Harvey was Steve Harvey. He was a big name in the industry, right? In Hollywood. Steve Harvey had a radio show. He was an actor. He wrote a book. He was a hustler. So Marjorie Harvey knew that she had found someone with potentials. That's why she stuck around, and that's typical of gold diggers. A gold digger will show you that they are a none just for you to believe in them, and then they stick around like parasite so that they can feed on you when you get the bag, when you find the gold, when you find the treasure.
Get in there and build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had four stations in 2005. Four. We built this. All of.
When he says we built this, what does he mean? Like we, you and who, Steve Harvey? Because do you mean that Marjorie had to make you a cup of coffee, had to make you a cup of tea, had to make you some food, had to cook for you, had to clean for you? What did Marjorie really do? When you say we built this, we, you and who? Because all we see is a lady, a woman who is just using you, Steve Harvey. She's been using you. It's clean and clear. Everyone is talking about it. But the major problem here is that Steve Harvey is the only one who doesn't see this problem. He doesn't see it, and we feel so bad for him because Marjorie has been using Steve Harvey. Let's continue.
Us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax return. I ain't gonna mention no name. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But
that might be some truth. There might be some truth in there, but that doesn't mean Marjorie stuck around because Steve Harvey was broke. He was not broke. He wasn't broke. Owing money, owing tax money is normal for people who've got businesses, right? It's normal. It's not a huge problem because if you still stay in business, you're gonna make sure you're gonna be paying back the taxes. So that's not a big issue. Of course, like I already mentioned, Marjorie was in for a long run because she knew who she was with. She was with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey. His name is a brand. His name is money. His name is status. She didn't just go to any man, a homeless man. Steve Harvey was not homeless. Steve Harvey was not a pauper. Steve Harvey was rich. Even without no money, Steve Harvey was Steve Harvey. So she should quit. He should quit talking about the fact that she came to him when he had nothing. Like seriously, nothing. Let's continue.
And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl.
Okay.
Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody? I don't really know what that's about.
Okay.
But don't worry about it.
Steve Harvey's ranting, and it seems like he is really he is so angry. He is so livid about people talking about him and his wife, people dragging Marjorie and dragging Steve Harvey along. But we're not going to stop with that. We are going to continue. So let's continue, guys.
Because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not going to split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what she said she is. And she the best chick I know. Now I'm defending.
The woman I married is a good woman. Good woman. Okay, guys, let's continue. Marjorie, a good woman. Like, seriously?
She's God-fearing. She's Lord.
She's God-fearing? Ooh, God-fearing. Marjorie is God-fearing. Someone who was married to a man, and she's got kids with this man. She left when the man went to prison. She left this man and had an affair with the man's cousin. I mean, like, in the same family, you're having kids with brothers. They're like brothers because whether it's a cousin or a nephew or whatever, they are in one family. They come from the same bloodline. So Marjorie Harvey had another kid with her husband's brother, her husband's cousin. So is that being God-fearing? Because if I can remember, in the Bible, that's a sin. That's a sin. So this is hypocritical for Steve Harvey to say such a thing, to call Marjorie Harvey a good woman, a God-fearing woman. Ooh. Oh my God. Let's continue, guys.
Loyal. She's faithful. And
she's loyal. She's faithful. Okay, this loyalty and faithfulness, maybe it's to Steve Harvey. But when we look at her dating history, we see it like it's glaring. It's in our faces. You can see from her kids. All her kids are not from the same man. That's a huge red flag. It already shows who Marjorie Harvey is. You know, she's loyal and she's faithful. She's not loyal. She's not a loyal woman, and she's not faithful because she had the duty to be faithful to her first husband with whom she had kids with. She had a duty to be faithful to that man, no matter how long he was supposed to go and be in prison. If she was as faithful and as God-fearing and as loyal as Steve Harvey says, she was supposed to. I know some of you will say, no, she had to move on because her husband was going to be in prison for 30 years. Yes, she was part, because her husband was arrested for pushing. She was part of the game. She was part of it. So she was lucky she got off the hook. She wasn't arrested and put into prison as well. But she stayed around and she went on to her husband's brother, who was also in the same business. So you see, she's got a history of drugs, like pushing, selling drugs, or doing whatever with drugs. She's got a history with that. So is that a loyal person? Is that a faithful person? Is that a God-fearing person? No, obviously no. So let's continue.
She's a kind and loving person.
Ooh, kind and loving person. Kind. Is it kindness for Marjorie Harvey to take her kids to another man and allow this man to strip her kids of their biological father's name, of their family name, of their identity. Is that kindness? No, it's not kindness. It's selfishness. She's being selfish. It was all about her because she wanted to please Steve Harvey. She did that to her own kids, to her innocent kids. These kids grew up to see that, okay, we now bear the Harvey name, but Steve Harvey is not our dad, right? Our own dad is in prison. Is that right? It's not right. It's not good. That doesn't come from someone who is kind, loving, and God-fearing. Because if you're kind, you're loving, you're God-fearing, you're loyal, you're faithful, you will not do that to your own kids. You will never ever do that to your own kids. She's selfish. That's selfishness. Let's continue.
I don't care what nobody said. And y'all quit talking about she was.
He says I don't care what everybody says. Everybody is going to keep talking about you, Steve Harvey. You know the time. Wake up and smell the coffee because you are a celebrity. You are a big celebrity. You're worth $400 million. I mean, it's the game. It's showbiz. It's celebrity culture. If you put your life out there, you make it so perfect, and we find out that what you're trying to show us isn't what is real, we're going to talk about it. We're going to criticize it. We're going to be talking about it. I'm never going to stop talking about it until you put your shit right. I'm never going to stop talking about it. Every time you come on this channel, you're going to be hearing about Steve Harvey until Steve Harvey puts his shit right. You know, because he can't be putting Marjorie Harvey, this kind of woman, on a very high pedestal and giving her all the accolades of being faithful, God-fearing, loyal, you know, all the good, all the positive attributes and accolades. No, she's none of that. She's none of all what he says she is. She was a side chick to someone's marriage. That's not being God-fearing. That's evil, right? And she went on to get married to marry someone's husband, and she's the reason why the marriage got broken down irretrievably, right? Is she a good woman? No, because a good woman will never go after a married man and try so hard to split his marriage and marry him. No, she's not a good woman. No. That's what I say. That's what I see, and that's how I see it. She's not a good woman. Take it or leave it. She's not a good woman. So guys, as you can see, we have seen this video where Steve Harvey is trying to do damage control, because for me, according to him, he's trying to do a clap back. But this is not a clap back. He's trying to do damage control. And you can see from the way he's talking that leave us alone. Leave us alone. You can't destroy her image. Just let her be. No, we are not going to let her be. We're not going to let you be, Steve Harvey. Because, I mean, you have been a relationship guru. Everyone is listening to you when it comes to relationship. And your relationship and your marriage with Marjorie Harvey presents this perfect picture of a blended family, and everyone sees it as an example to live up to, you know. And we now find out that all this is a farce. It's fake. You all have been faking it. It's so fake, you know. So we shouldn't talk about it. We should just sit quiet and say, okay. Yeah, it's Steve Harvey. We shouldn't talk about him. We shouldn't say anything about him. No, guys. I am going to talk about Steve Harvey. This is wrong on all levels. It's wrong. Marjorie Harvey shouldn't be praised. Marjorie Harvey shouldn't be having such positive accolades. No. She's not loyal. She's not faithful. She's not God-fearing. She is none of everything Steve Harvey says she is. Please, if you've got any thoughts on this video, on my reaction, on the way I do it, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. But until next time, see you all. Bye.